And what is going on, everybody? I hope that everyone's having a great morning so far, but in today's video I actually got called out by another YouTuber. His YouTube name is actually Online Car... And this little woodpecker over here decides he wants to butt in my video, flying away. But who actually called me out was James from Online Car Show. If you've been watching any of my previous videos, you would have seen that in my last video, I actually went to a car show with him. The car show was actually really cool. Got to saw a bunch of cool Corvettes, high-powered Corvettes. There were Corvettes with Lamborghini doors and everything, so if you want to see that kind of content, check out my last video I just posted. But I don't know, something's gotten into James, something's wrong with him, where he thinks that his Camaro SS 1LE is quicker than Bubba. So James, this is my call out to you for a drag race, whether it be in Sealy over there at the Hennessy Performance drag strip over there, there's Royal Purple, there's a bunch of drag strips around here, so we need to drag race the cars. Or if you want to, we can go ahead and take a quick trip to Mexico. I mean, right here in Texas, it's right down the road, so hey, why not? But before I start this call out video for what's under my hood, I have to go ahead and move all of these bags, well, 8 of these bags over to the road. Today's trash day. All of these bags are just full of pine needles. It's kind of crazy because I cleaned all of this last week and I actually had 8 more bags out here. But last trash day I went ahead and moved 8 bags out there since we're allowed to put 8 bags out there. But it's just crazy to believe that just in this little area, just right here, there's all these bags that had pine needles in them. And yes, this is actually one of my countertops. As many of y'all know, my house actually did get flooded. We're making a ton of progress as far as putting up drywall, adding new air conditioners, all kind of stuff. So we're definitely making progress, and I will be making another update video before too long. And yes, I am actually wearing a Conor McGregor ugly Christmas sweater. This is my ugly Christmas sweater for last year, well, this previous year. But you know what? It's cold outside, this thing's comfortable, so I'm gonna wear it. And that's one thing, this trash company is actually crappy, or they have some crappy policies. Like after Harvey, if we had any kind of bag or anything that was heavy, they would cut it open, and they would even see if there was any kind of construction material in there, like drywall, flooring, or anything. And if there was, they would put it on the side. They would just leave it right there where all those other bags are, and they would take time out of their day to write a little note saying that this bag has construction equipment and we cannot take it. I mean, literally 2 weeks after Harvey they were doing that, which I thought was absolutely crazy, because I'd say a good half of this neighborhood actually did get flooded. My house was one of the worst houses that got flooded. I got like 10 feet, but I just can't believe they were doing that like 2 weeks after Harvey, you know? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this right here started. Now, it's nothing special, and yes, it is dirty. I do not go to car shows very much, but here is under my hood. Yeah, as you can see, it's nothing special, spectacular, or anything. The only things I've changed is the Roush cold air intake. Yes, it's dirty. I need to go ahead and clean that soon. Now, I do have the blue coil covers, and I have those because I really think that those really do help improve the underhood appearance of your engine, which it does. I mean, even like back here, you can clearly see, you know, those blue coil covers. And for another underhood mod, I do have the throttle body spacer. Oh my goodness, that's dirty. Oh gosh, I'm actually disappointed in myself for letting it get that dirty. But this is my throttle body spacer, this little red thing right here. It's the Air Raid throttle body spacer, I believe. Total waste of money. It was like $100. Did not notice anything from it. Like on my 2005 V6 Mustang, I did actually notice a little bit of a power increase. Along with that whistle, with this one, you hear a very quiet whistle, and I honestly did not notice any kind of power increase, so I would not buy a throttle body spacer, honestly. And as far as my last little under the hood mod, another thing I have is my JBA long tube headers. I know you can barely see them, but those things are truly worth it. If you have the option to get some long tube headers for pretty cheap, or you know, a decent brand, I would go ahead and do it, because these things make my car sound so much more aggressive, so much more louder. And honestly, I will say that I definitely noticed a slight power increase, and the power increase I would say is similar-ish to the cold air intake, honestly. Like, it's not a night and day difference, but you can definitely tell that something's different. And yes, I already know that I'm gonna get flamed in the comments for having a dirty engine bay, because even my videos I posted a long time ago, like my original videos, they would only get maybe, what, 1 or 2 views a day. I was getting flamed on that for a dirty engine bay, and with this, I just imagine. But with me, I am not a big engine bay person. I mean, I know that some people love to keep their engine bay immaculate, but for one, I live here in Houston, and as you can see, I mean, there's just a ton of trees everywhere, so a ton of pollen. And recently here in Houston, it's been raining a bunch, so I can go ahead and clean my car. Like, I cleaned my car Sunday, and look at it now. It is already filthy, so I'm pretty much gonna give up cleaning my car for right now, just until all this pollen goes away, because like I said, cleaned it Sunday. Look at all of that, and all this stuff falls. It's like, dang, it really makes my car look like I neglect this thing, but I cleaned it Sunday and had this thing looking good Sunday. And as a little addition to my video, I'm going to do a what's in your trunk challenge, because I mean that's what it originally was. I know that another Camaro YouTuber, he kind of changed it to what's under your hood, so I did under my hood and in my trunk. But before I do my trunk, I'm going to give a big shout out to the policemen and firemen all around our country, because y'all really do a great job. It sucks that y'all get all the negative publicity and everything that y'all get, but just know that there are a bunch of people that support y'all. I am one of them. Stay safe out there, guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get in here. But as you can see, I don't keep a whole bunch of stuff in my trunk. As far as all the stuff I have in here right now, which yes, I know even this down here is dirty, but as you can see, it's just like loose change and like these little pollen sticks. I mean, see all these little pollen sticks, they break apart and everything, and they just get everywhere, which that's what happened in here. Some of them fell down from up here, which literally, I'm not even joking, I cleaned this car inside and out Sunday, so it's kind of crazy to me that it's this dirty, you know, just in 2 days. So like I said, I'm just gonna hold off and clean my car for a little bit because it's kind of insane. Now I do have a beanie back here. This is just from winter, because actually this winter here in Texas was actually really cold, so there's that. I have a folder full of all my insurance information, registration, all that kind of stuff. I know that should be in my car. Actually, after this video, I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the front of my car. Let's see what else. I have a chamois, a dry chamois. This thing is truly awesome. If you dry your car with anything else, I would definitely recommend at least trying this out. They're like 10 bucks over there at Walmart, and you can get some pretty decent results with it. Right here I have my Griot spray on wax. This stuff definitely makes your car shine. I actually did a review about this maybe, well, I would assume it's probably about over a year ago, or maybe a year ago. This stuff really does good and makes your car shine. I have a engine complete treatment right here. Just bought it this weekend. I always do these kind of things just to keep my engine running good. You know, I haven't had any problems in 60,000 or so miles I've had my car, so knock on wood. But this car is awesome. I've always used this stuff, so I'm gonna keep using it. A little bit of trash. Knee brace right here. I'm always on my feet. I work 8 to 10 hours a day, so sometimes like every few weeks or so, because I do lift a lot of weights, squats, deadlifts, all that. I have proper form, but you know, sometimes your knees are just like, they don't hurt, but it's like that really thin pain. I just use these right here, makes that go away. I have an umbrella, which, I mean, really you need an umbrella in your car just because you never know when it's going to rain. I have a weightlifting strap, which my German Shepherd got a hold to, so got to get some new ones. And also my fire extinguisher, which I do need to mount, but anytime I have my bag back here, I mean, I have this right here always pushed into the corner, so it's not like it's rolling around or anything, but anytime I have my bag, I kind of catty corner it just so this right here doesn't move. But that is actually what's in my trunk. Oh, actually, no, one more thing. I have this Kicker audio speaker back here. I'm assuming it's the sub. I mean, in my old Mustang, I had a 1,000-watt amp in the back. Don't know what exactly this is. I know I think it's one of the lower end or medium end ones. It's not bad, but with the Shaker 1000, I definitely noticed a lot more oomph as far as the bass goes, for sure. And with all that out the way, that is it for what's in your trunk and what's under your hood. And I'm sorry about that saw sound if y'all hear it. They're doing some work over there at the park, so they have that saw running like the entire morning. I mean, I don't think it's gonna pick up too good on the GoPro, but I mean, if you hear it, I'm sorry. I have to go to work, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video on the road. Now I am driving to work, and let me know what y'all think about this point of view. Now I do have 2 GoPros. I have this one right now that I'm recording on. It is the GoPro Hero 5, and I also have my old GoPro, which was awesome. That was the GoPro Hero 4. I will start utilizing both cameras at the same time, so I can be switching views, so expect that in the future for sure. Now as far as the people that I'm calling out, I can't call out James from Online Car Show. He called me out, and on top of that, I am going to be spanking his Camaro in this car before too long, whether it be in Mexico, the Royal Purple Raceway, or out there in Sealy. But as far as the people I actually want to call out to do their own videos, I will call out Dane from Brothers on Wheels. I'm going to call out Riley from RP Productions, Nick from Guitarmageddon ZL1. I don't know why I just tripped over his name like 3 times in a row. Kyle from Fox Bodies for Life. He is actually a local Houstonian like me. He had some cars that flooded, which definitely suck. My house flooded 10 feet. And I mean, it's just, a lot of Houston knows how bad that flood was. It just sucks that it was as bad as it was. I mean, it affected so many people. And finally, Yankee Dewey. So I'm calling all of y'all out to do either the What's in Your Trunk challenge or What's Under Your Hood, or both like I did. So y'all have 3 weeks to go ahead and complete the challenge if y'all haven't already done it. If y'all already done it, then obviously you don't have to. But if y'all don't do it in 3 weeks, then y'all are just admitting that good old Bubba here is faster than your car. really did hit gold with the 5.0, and it's a very strong engine, but it's not the fastest engine out there. It's quick and it has plenty of horsepower. 400 rear wheel horsepower is plenty of horsepower, but I'm not one of those guys that's going to just really believe that the stock Coyote Mustang is going to beat every single car on the road. Like even this race with what's online car shows. I mean, of course I'm just talking crap. I am not one of those guys that just automatically assumes that his Mustang's faster than every other car on the road besides Camaros, but it's definitely a lot of fun driving my car, and it's plenty of horsepower for most people, which, as you can see from all the Mustang crash videos, it's too much horsepower for a lot of people. Now when it comes to real power adders such as cams, superchargers, heads, all that kind of stuff, my car definitely will be a little bit quicker in the not too distant future, so definitely pay attention to my channel, and some changes coming not too far away. And it's crazy because here in Houston, TX2K, that's going on now. Well, I don't know if it's going, well, it was going on last week. I don't know if it's still going on late at night. I'm sure it is. But even cars with like 600 and 700 rear wheel horsepower, those cars are like camera cars. Like I was seeing some crazy horsepower numbers here at this TX2K, and I can't believe that how much horsepower some of these guys are getting out of their cars. Like over 1,000 horsepower easy. But all that horsepower means nothing if you can't drive. And that's one thing with TX2K here in the area, the cops are horrible. They're all over the highways, just waiting for people to race. So definitely for the next like 2 weeks, I'm not gonna be driving crazy or speeding or racing anybody, just because it's crazy as far as how many cops are on the road. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go ahead and go into work now. But if you did enjoy this video, please like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.